I finally have the answer that many of you have been asking for quite some time now, and that is, Jeff, when are you going to finally tell us what is the introductory pricing for all of the trim levels of the new refreshed 2022 Chevrolet Silverado trucks? Well, that is what I've got for you today, so let's get going. Hello everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all that stuff. Listen, I'm at the dealership here, Pro Chevrolet in Sault Ste. Marie today, and I apologize because it's been obviously some time, almost a week now since I've had a video out to you. But obviously it's been the holidays, been spending time with the family and just enjoying that time. So first of all, sorry about that, but I have some awesome news for you today, again in regards to the pricing. But here at the dealership, while I'm here right now, I just wanted to show you the lack of inventory still. Now there's our inventory. That's it, really, this line. Now, where I am here at Pro Chevrolet in Sault Ste. Marie, we do stock a lot of trucks, typically over 100 at least, between GMC Sierras and Chevy Silverados. But as a heads up, as you know, this microchip shortage has been putting a stop to that. But fear not, we are going to start getting more trucks soon, and we're going to be starting to get the refreshed trucks coming around the corner as well. So these refresh trucks I'm going to give you pricing on today, we've been able to start ordering as of about a week and a half ago. So that's pretty cool. We're going to start seeing those in the spring, and we are starting to see some more of the 2022 Limiteds arrive. And again, if you're just watching this channel and you don't know about this, the 2022 Limiteds look basically like that, like what our 2021s look like. Those are actually 2022s right there. They look the exact same. There's not really any differences whatsoever. The 2022 refresh, however, check out some of my older videos, is the new truck with the new interior and some new front fascias on both the Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. So again, check out those videos if you don't already know about that. And listen, my whole reason for this channel is to help you folks out. I always want to bring you the latest news. I want to help you out with tips, and I want to help you with tricks, show you some cool new trucks that are out there, some custom stuff. So if you're a GMC fan, a Chevy Silverado fan, one of those two, or both of them, Yukons, Tahoes, the bigger SUVs, like that over there, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of these great videos. But with that, let's get into the pricing. Okay, and so talking about this pricing, we have to talk about a few things first, and that is when we start talking about the entry trim level. So your work truck, your custom Trail Boss, and your custom, the majority of that truck is remaining the same in terms of the interior, but there are going to be a few standard features that are going to contribute to, above and beyond everything else, a little bit of an increase in price on those three models. And of course, we're going to talk about some other things when we get to the higher trim level trucks. The one thing I want to talk to you about too, especially today, is the pricing on the ZR2, if you haven't already seen this out there, and how it compares to the Ford Raptors. So with all that being said, now let's start with the work truck trim level first. The work truck trim level right now is going to be coming in at $33,195 US. Again, this is for the refreshed model. I've done some configurations. Unfortunately, the Canadian pricing has yet to be released, but for my Canadian friends, I've done some calculations based off the past and kind of what they're using for, a percentage. And I think that we're going to start seeing the work truck trim level in Canada coming in at just over $38,000. So $38,100, $38,200, and let's say $38,000 for interest sake, though, in comparison to the $33,195 that we're seeing US dollars. Now, the custom is going to be coming in at $40,195, which in American dollars, again, Canadian dollars, I'm looking at probably around 46,000 starting price, 46,002, 46,000 around that range. Now, the last one would be the custom Trail Boss. Last one I mean, and I want to talk about these three entry levels first. It's going to be coming in, the custom Trail Boss, at $47,000, pardon me, $895, which is going to be around 55,000 Canadian starting price. Now, if you didn't already know this, one of the cool things with that custom Trail Boss is now the custom Trail Boss, you can get the 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel, which is awesome. And of course, you can still get the 6.2-liter, which is also cool as well. And then the 5.3. Now, with those three trucks, though, as I mentioned, the reason, of course, they are going to be a bit more, there's, a little bit different front styling to them. Okay, but that doesn't really contribute much to the cost. Inflation, of course, just the market right now. But they're also going to be coming with some standard features. So as far as standard features, they're all going to have push-button start. We didn't have that in the past. The rest of the interior, in terms of the actual touchscreen itself and the screen in front of the driver and the fact that it still has a column shifter, remains actually identical to what we had in the past. The only thing that might not be identical is you're going to see standard HD camera in that color touchscreen. So it's going to have the smaller screen. It's not going to have the new style screen we're going to see in the LT and above trucks, but it's going to have an HD quality if you've been in a truck that has the older style as compared to an HD quality rear vision camera, I'm telling you firsthand, it makes a notable difference, especially if you are backing up to a trailer or you're using that backup camera in any kind of capacity. I can tell you firsthand, it's going to be a nice addition. There's also an addition of a safety package we're going to see standard on all the trim levels, but we didn't have this, of course, previously on, especially on the lower trim levels, being the WT, the custom Trail Boss, and that's called the new Chevy Safety Assist. That's going to have auto emergency braking, front pedestrian braking, lane keep assist and lane departure warning, following distance indicator, forward collision alert, and one of my favorites, I've said this before in the past, Intellibeam Headlights, which of course is going to be automatically turns the high beams off and on when you select this option. And it's really a great feature. Been using it in our personal vehicles, and I actually love it. And so again, that is obviously also contributing to the little bit of an increase in price from a 2021, 2022 limited to the 2022 refresh. We're also going to see the addition of wireless Apple CarPlay on pretty much every trim level. I think there's something with the work truck trim level, you have to get something, but otherwise from every other trim level, we're going to see that as a standard feature. Now, we get to jumping to the LT next. The LT is the next in line. We're looking at a starting price of $44,295 US dollars. That's going to hover in around just around close to $51,000 Canadian. Again, these are not factual Canadian pricing. These are just what I'm estimating it at. So, you know, I'm sure we're going to be within a few $100, but we're going to be close enough. Now, the LT and Ford is going to carry, if you didn't already know this again, the new 13.4-inch color touchscreen, as well as the new driver information 12.3-inch color digital display in front of the driver. I've shown that in a current vehicle, which is our current Yukon, but it's going to be coming in everything LT and above. One of the questions I've been answering in the past as well is the LT is also going to come standard with the column shift with the option of the center console shift, depending whether you get bucket seats or not. But your entry trim level, as I mentioned, that's the price it's coming in at, but it's going to be coming no matter what with the new technology, the new screens, the new Google interface, all that kind of stuff. Very exciting. Also, the addition of having the ability to have surround vision camera in there as well, amongst other safety features, but as a standard price, that's what we're going to be starting at. And past that, of course, we're going to be heading next to the RST. That's the next in line, $48,595. And if you didn't already know this, by the way, I didn't mention this, but this is including the destination fee of $16.95 American on all these trucks. So that is included in this price. So again, RST $48,595, which is going to be about 56,800, or pardon me, 55,800 Canadian, 55,750 and around that range. Shy of 56 grand, I believe it's going to be for an RST starting price. Next up after that, we're going to be looking at the LT Trail Boss. All right, the LT Trail Boss, one we have not unfortunately seen any spy pictures of yet, but it's going to be coming in at 53,695 American, which is going to be around 61,750 Canadian, 61,005, in around that range, just over 61,500 Canadian. So that's going to be the LT Trail Boss. Past that, of course, we have the, and I'm going to talk about the ZR2 last, by the way. So after that, we're going to have the LTZ, 53,495 American, 61,500 roughly Canadian. So again, 53,495 American, around 61,500 Canadian. And then the High Country is going to come in at 58,495, which is going to be around 67,269 Canadian, or 67,000, just over roughly anyway. So again, those are estimated prices. Now, the ZR2, the reason why I want to leave that till last is because if you didn't already know this, this is one obviously truck that has been the most anticipated in terms of what the heck is the pricing going to come out of it. Because again, it's going to have the Multimatic DSSV suspension, the locking differentials, the more aggressive skid plates underneath, different styling. In terms of the inside, you're going to have cooled seats, you're going to have the center console shift, you're going to have leather, you're going to have a number of standard features in that truck that we aren't seeing in some other models, right? And so it's going to be coming in at a higher retail price, starting price, than basically any other truck. But that's because, again, with an LTZ or a High Country, you can trim them down. You can get it, with some fairly basic, features. Whereas the ZR2, if you didn't already know this, by the way, it is just going to be coming, here's what it is. There's no real packages available for it. It's just going to be coming standard with the sunroof. It's going to be coming standard with these other features. It's not like you can pick and choose without a sunroof, or you can pick and choose without, this or that or the other thing. It's going to be coming standard. So the pricing of that was going to be coming in at $66,795 American, all right, which is going to be around 76,000 Canadian, which is actually what I kind of roughly estimated the pricing at months ago when I kind of guessed, just based off of, current truck market and what we've got and And so on. Now, the reason why I left this to last is because, again, I want to talk about the fact that this truck is actually going to be coming in at a higher retail value, not by much, but a little bit higher retail value than the Ford Raptor. I'm curious what your opinion is on that and what you think about that. I know that we have, less horsepower, but I think there's more standard features when it comes to the ZR2 because, again, it is coming standard with a host of features, which I don't believe you're going to get all of those features in the Raptor. You have to actually trim that up, which of course is going to make the price more than the ZR2. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing trucks, the comparison between that Ford and the Chevy. So that's the pricing I've got for you today. Please comment below any questions you have. Which one are you going to get? I'm curious. Are you going to get a new 2022 refresh, and which trim level are you going to get? As always, stay tuned for the next video. I welcome all the questions. As always, again, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Take care.